So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. In today's video, we will be talking about our beautiful, gorgeous, delectable black chocolate caramel African queen YVONNE JEGEDE. But before we go into the story at all, there's no better time to remind you that if you're seeing this beautiful face for the first time, or if you've been watching without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, drop all your comments down in the comment section, and stay glued because we have so much more coming your way. YVONNE JEGEDE is a Nigerian actress, film producer, model, and television personality. This 41-year-old beauty was born in Agenebode in Edo State. She was born on the 25th of August 1983. YVONNE moved to Lagos as a child and had her primary and secondary education there. She doesn't speak too fondly about her growing up. She said that she grew up without the presence and love of a mother, and that vacuum affected her in no small measure. YVONNE had always had the looks and the charisma of a star. She rose to prominence in 2004 after she made an appearance in the African Queen music video by Two-Face Idibia, a song that is said to be the biggest love song of all time to come out of Africa. She starred alongside his wife, Annie Idibia, and another gorgeous model. You are my African queen. You are my African queen. Girl of my dream. Oh, that brown skin. That perfectly crafted pear face. Those dimples. Oh my. She was so easy to fall in love with. And fall in love we did. YVONNE had always desired to be a model right from when she was a child, but fate had an entirely different agenda for her. She was introduced into acting by popular Nollywood director Charles Novia. YVONNE made her debut into Nollywood that same year in 2004 when she featured in the movie Missing Angel. But there was a break. She had to put a hold on entertainment to finish up her education. She left Nigeria to study in Cyprus, where she bagged a bachelor's degree in international relations at the University of Cyprus. YVONNE returned to Nigeria in 2012, ready to take the Nigerian entertainment world by storm. She produced her first film, Three is a Company, in 2015, and in 2016, she was the cover girl in the wedding edition of the almighty Genevieve magazine. The same year, she featured in Nigeria's blockbuster, Okafor's Law. YVONNE has now featured in so many movies, including Cold Flames, All the Broken Parts, Tribe of Judah, amongst so many others. She is a household name. She holds the award for the Best Actress of the Year at the African Magic Viewers' Choice Awards, Nollywood's Most Promising Actress in Nigeria at the City People's Entertainment Award, Best Actress in a Supporting Role at the African Movie Academy Awards, amongst several others. YVONNE JEGEDE is certainly a star. YVONNE got married to Olakunle Fawole, also known as Abounce, or is it Abounce? We will call him Abounce for the purpose of this video. They got married on the 10th of February 2018. Abounce is also an actor and a musician. He is the son of popular late Nollywood veteran Mommy Buki Ajayi. YVONNE and Abounce met as far back as 2004. They met on set of Tade Ogidon's famous drama series called Behind the Siege. YVONNE had always idolized his mother Buki. She said that her coming close to the family was primarily because of Mommy Buki and not even him. And along the line, her and Abounce became really close friends. They were not dating, they were just close bodies.
I was a fan to the mother.
An actress.
The mother was an actress, Buki Ajayi. So I was a fan to her. I loved her. So I'll go to her house and sit down and just look at this woman for hours, and I'd be like, wow, this woman. Do you understand? So that was how we became close. Because I'll call her, Mama, what's up? I'm coming. Should I buy anything for you? So that was how we became friends. We became really close.
She said that in the course of their friendship, she dated other people, he dated other people. There was nothing romantically linking them, no feelings attached, no romance involved.
Because you guys were best friends
we're very close for years. We're very close. I know. He had been through some of my relationships. I had been through some of his. I would call him and say, get this guy where he does see me say he like me. I go ask him because I'm a very good guy. Guy will get good mind.
She will constantly visit his home and spend time with his mother. But somewhere along the way, feelings were formed. YVONNE was 35 and Abounce was 43. They were both ripe and they felt that it was time for them to settle down. YVONNE strongly believed that being in a marriage with a friend, with someone who she had known for many years, whom they knew each other in and out, will be the very best for her. When choosing Abounce, it wasn't about money. It wasn't about what he could provide. For her, it was about love, friendship, and loyalty. These two lovers tied the knot in a simple but classy wedding which took place in Lagos on February of 2018. There was such a beautiful sight to behold. A reflection of the future they held shined bright like diamonds. YVONNE was particularly elated to be married to a man in her industry, a man who understood the way the business works, a man who understood that there might be nights when she would be away and weeks when she would be on set. She had told the story of an incident that happened on their court wedding day, how a producer had reached out to her and told her that she needed to be on set. And she told him, hello, I'm getting married today. And the producer had to plead with her that after the court marriage, that after the court ceremony, she should please come and just shoot for a short while, that the other artists will be traveling the next day, and that if she does not come, this would happen. And she was like, this is a very serious request to make. This is completely beyond my authority. You will have to go speak to my husband and take permission from him. And this producer reached out to her husband, and surprisingly, her husband was like, fine, go.
How can I come? How can you leave marriage and go straight to set? Is it possible? And he was like, oh, this actor has to travel, they have to do this, they've paid for this and that and that. Beg, grovel as possible, if possible. Beg him to let's let you come for a couple of hours. And before the guy even said, I beg, my husband was like, yeah, no problem. So if it was a banker or a doctor, the person would say,
She was convinced that a man that had this kind of understanding of the nature of her job would be a good and perfect match for her. She was so elated, and so we were. We wished them all the very best. We were rooting for them. But only a few months after YVONNE Jegede and Abounce got married, rumors began trickling around that their marriage had hit the rocks and that YVONNE had packed all her belongings and left her matrimonial house. We were like, how? Marriage of how many days? Marriage of when? We don't understand. A marriage that is just approaching 1 year? Hit which rock? Left which house? When they only recently welcomed their son, their first child, Xavier. No. What in the heavens is this rumor? Marry your friend, they say. YVONNE married her friend. They were buddies for 14 whole years. How can two people who have been friends for 14 years get married and get divorced within the first year? What in the world happened? We were so shocked. Well, in as much as we wanted it so badly to be just rumors, it was true as the gospel. On March the 19th, YVONNE Jegede publicly confirmed that her 1 year marriage with Abounce had crashed. Only 3 months after they welcomed their son.
right now we're not living together, and we're not living as husband and wife. We're not husband and wives anymore. Okay. I know it's mutual. I believe it's mutual. So it didn't work out. It's not working out. And I don't see the relationship or the marriage going beyond where we got to. And we had to call it quit.
And the big question was, what in the heavens and what in the hell could have caused this sad, unfortunate, shocking split? Abounce was silent and has remained so still about the whole breakup, but Yvonne did speak up. These are the reasons she said caused or contributed in causing the crash of their marriage. 1. Finances. Yvonne said that she was the more financially buoyant person in the marriage, but the fact that she was the one bringing in more money was not even the crux of the issue. She accused her husband of not being able to manage the facts, to deal with the fact that she was the more affluent person.
Because then we now started having financial arguments. Do you understand? Not problem, but arguments. What do we do with this money? What do we do with that money? I was bringing more of the money, so I would want to make decisions. Do you understand? No, I would not dangle it over your head, but I will make suggestions. Now it's left for you to have a conversation with me. So I will never say, oh, we must do this.
She said that her contributions, her opinions, her actions were always seen and perceived as an affront. It was misconstrued as she trying to ride him, trying to lord over him, trying to boss him, trying to control him. She was like simple contributions or suggestions that a wife can make in the house. If she brings it up, oh my God, it goes from 0 to 100 in a flash.
So once the conversation comes out of my mouth, there is no space for, okay, but I think we should do it like this. No, we don't go in that direction. We just go from 0 to 100 and the argument just starts.
More like her husband being very insecure about her wearing the money pants. Before I continue with this video, it's very important for us to share our ideas in the comment section, because me bringing these stories to you is not just for gist or gossip's sake, no. It's for you and I to derive life lessons, valuable lessons from other people's true experiences. So please, I'm going to need your contribution every step of the way. Whether you're a guy or a woman, how a man sees things will always be different from how a woman perceives it. That is why they say men are from Mars and women are from Venus or Pluto, which one? Or Jupiter. But we are from two different planets. We interpret data, information, situations completely differently. So please respectfully and kindly drop your contributions. If you have this kind of experience as a man or a woman, please share so others can read and learn. So what do you think about the situation where the woman is the one wearing the money pants and the man begins to feel inferior, begins to feel inadequate, and they both love each other, they want the marriage to work? How can this be managed? Do you think that Yvonne should have done more to manage and massage her husband's ego? Or do you think that Abounce should have been the one to manage his wife's situation and her expectations? Please drop your thoughts down in the comment section. Let us go to the second reason. 2. A desire for respect. I will call this a product or a reflection of the former point. Yvonne Jegede said that before she got married to Abounce, they were so free and playful around each other. She could play around with him and say, I beg, get out, your stupid boy. See as you they behave. You be fool, oh. Nonsense. Get out. You know, those kind of play. But when they got married, if she jests at him like that, if she insults him like that jokingly, he would take it very personal and say that she's disrespecting him.
When we were friends for over a decade. We're good. He was my guy.
Yeah.
My guy. So we're so cool that I could say anything to him. You the crazy, you the mad, you know, get sense, you know, do this. He's 8 years older than me, but we're cool, my guy. But the moment we got married, if I tell him I say the crazy, he go say they disrespect him. I go say, yeah? Huh?
Like this was.
It's the same thing. It's the same me. It's the same Shori Okbeni. It's the same Shori Okbe that, you know, I've always said for over 10 years. So it became a problem. It started restricting conversations and, you know, stuff like that.
Personally, I believe that due to the woman having more money, the man is already naturally prone to feeling disrespected. And those words that were seen as jokes or jabs before will be interpreted as see finish, will be misconstrued as disrespectful. Alternatively, the man may have felt like, okay, friendship is different from marriage. Yes, friendship should exist in marriage, but hello, we are not friends. I am your husband, your king. Accord me some respect, some decorum. If I'm your friend, you can call me a fool, get out, Dundee zombie. That's a male friend. But as a husband, do not use those words on me. But to Yvonne, she wasn't understanding why that should change. Because according to her, it is the same them. So guys, let me know in the comment section, because these are real life issues. Let us know in the comment section what you think about a wife or a husband or spouses using such words on each other jokingly. I beg, get out, you be fool, you don't get sense. Common sense you don't get, you be Dundee, weary. Your head don't scatter, your head don't spoil. Your head don't dabaru. You na imbe. You know, there's some couples that joke like that. I personally, I would never use such words on my husband because I do not like them. Not because I think that it's wrong for everybody, but personally, I would not. But we also have to admit that our marriages are not world's standard practice, are not world's best practice. So everybody has their own style, what works for them. So let us know what you think in the comment section. If you're married, do you joke with your husband like that, or your wife like fool, born forget out? You know, get says Dundee. You know, those kind of jokes that some couples have. What do you think about it? Do you think that it's wrong in your opinion, or do you think that there is absolutely nothing wrong with it? Do share your thoughts down in the comment section as well. 3. The third point, why Yvonne Jegede said that her marriage came to a crash. This is even the major reason, as she said, malice keeping. Yvonne disclosed that her husband was the group managing director, the chief executive officer, and the commander-in-chief of Malice Keeping Enterprise.
I don't know how to keep malice. I don't know how to fight, walk out, and come back and see you and not talk to you. I cannot operate like that. Especially we are only 2 in a building. John Torio alone, am I going to talk to my picture? But he had A1 in malice. So that was what ended the marriage.
She said that any little disagreements, he will crawl into his shell and start keeping malice.
I think what prompted me to move out was I was in the house with him for almost 3 weeks. We weren't talking, we weren't speaking to each other. And from time, I've never been the type that knows how to keep malice. Because I can't be in the house with you, it's just 2 of us. And I want to say, do you see what this big head posted on Instagram? And I cannot say it to you. I'm not wired like that. So I usually would be the first person to come out and say, oh, hi, what's up, oh? I want to cook rice, are you interested? And then usually breaks the ice between us if like we have a little bit of, But I was pregnant. I would be irritated even by somebody 2 streets away. So I was not in that situation where I could really control myself. But I found myself getting upset with some certain things. And my husband was even more angry than I would be angry, and he was not helping things, and all of a sudden it just felt like boom, we're not talking, and then boom, a week going by, 2 weeks, and he started irritating me when my little friend of mine came over to stay for 2 weeks, and he would walk past me and say, oh babe, I just bought stuff, do you want to make stew for me? I'm going to the gym. And she was there for the first date, second, and she walks up and she's like, sis, why is he talking to me and he's not talking to you? I'll be in the living room, I'll have my legs on the chair, I'm like, okay, make this stew for him. And I'll put my eyes on the TV. And initially I thought I could handle it, but I couldn't, so I just packed my stuff.
And for her, she wasn't built that way. She's a very expressive, outspoken, and vocal person. She doesn't know how to keep anything to her chest. And that she believes that we fight, we trash it out, we settle, we move on. Which one is going days and days without talking to each other when it's only both of us in the house?
So when I was pregnant, my first trimester, when we started having issues, financial issues, which was not, it was not even the problem. It was the fact that we kept malice for 3 weeks and I was pregnant in the same house. Oh. I just packed my bags one day and I said, oh, I'm leaving. I'm going back to my father's house. Oh. What is this?
She said that this behavior from her husband drove her crazy. She said that the last straw that broke the camel's back, persist the back, was when she was pregnant for their son. They had a misunderstanding and as usual, he began to keep malice. She said that in the morning, she would dress up and go to her friend's house and stay there till night, hoping that her husband would call to ask of her, to check up on her, if not for anything, for the fact that she was with child. She was a pregnant woman. Even if he didn't want to show care for her, he should have cared for the baby. But for where? She said that even if she stayed out till 11 p.m., the man will not call. He will continue the malice. He will not ask about her. He won't even text and say, have you eaten? How is the child? For where?
Like, I would be so angry. I'll leave. I get belly. He knows I get belly. I'll carry my belly. I'll go to my friend's house for a quick go stay from morning till like maybe 12 midnight. Because they keep malice. He not go even call me say, where you carry my belly go? Even if you didn't give a SHIT about me.
That says about
do you understand? The concern. Mm-hmm. You don't chop. We're not going to starve my begin. There was no... The malice reached the begin.
And so one day she came back, packed all her stuff, all her bags and baggages, dusted her shoes, and left him. And that was how the marriage ended. Again, what do you think, guys? What do you think about this behavior by Abounce? And what do you think about Yvonne's reaction to her husband's behavior? Do you think, honestly and sincerely, that this was enough to end the marriage? Because she said when she left that fateful day, he never asked of her. He never looked for her. He never tried to fight for their marriage. He didn't even come looking for his child. He didn't make any single shred of effort to bring her back. He just let her go.
I noticed that I missed my period in January. So since then, till April when I moved out, I moved out in April, till today, it's not felt like there was a marriage. It doesn't feel it's not felt like I was ever married. It's just been.
What do you think about this reason? Malice keeping, the action and the reaction, and how may you suggest that it could be better managed? Drop your thoughts down in the comment section. What was particularly painful to Yvonne, according to her, was not just the way her husband moved on from her, but how he also moved on from their child. How he didn't show a care in the world about their son. She said that she single-handedly went to the US to deliver her child without any emotional or financial contribution or involvement from Abounce.
There was no sign of him being interested, which is what got me on my own side really got me thinking. He wasn't there physically, emotionally, and at that stage I was very tender, very vulnerable, and he wanted, the care, concern. I didn't get any of that. It was basically like I got myself pregnant.
And she said that she is raising him alone as a single mother.
My house is open for him. The gate is open for him. If he comes to the house, everybody knows that this man has his property in this house. No human being whatsoever should stop him from coming in. But he clearly doesn't want to, so that's where we are right now. And my father went for Father's Day to represent my son's father the other day. It was quite painful, but he doesn't want to be involved. I raise my son by myself. And all those people go to say, don't worry, when you reach 18, I'm not born, my pikin will be foolish pikin. I know I'm not born bastard. If you're gonna sit in your house and think when it's 18, after I don't go to school, he will come find you, I'm not gonna tell my pikin anything. But I know I'm not born.
It hurt her and ate her up to the bone marrow when the baby turned 1 and the father didn't even call or send a text to say happy first birthday to his child, she was shattered. She said that it was so bad. Abounce's silence and lack of interest in the child was so evident that blogs started spreading the rumors and people started trolling her and accusing her of giving Abounce another man's child, and that was why the marriage crashed, that he found out that the baby did not belong to him.
Because people know they cause me say I don't go sleep with another man. Because that person go born, you know, go come happy say your wife born. So people gonna say you go carry belly from that person. I'm so ashamed of you. I like your acting, but you are bad. You are a rotten wife.
She said that it took threatening to expunge his name from the child's names for him to visit, and took a picture with the child and posted it, which shut the mouths of bloggers. At least that stood for an acknowledgement.
I can't get to give an ultimatum. I say, if you don't come, once my pikin reach 5 years, I will come out your surname for his name. Because I get to put JEGEDE Fawole for Jem. Because I know as I suffer, go America, go born my pikin. I suffer. I claim my account, say this America, my pikin must get another passport. Anywho, as I reach there, time to put in name, I say, as long as now let me carry all this problem, emotionally, financially, or otherwise, I'm going to put my name with his surname. So I put a compound name, JEGEDE Fawole. So I don't tell him, say, I will come out Fawole. If you don't come, accept your pikin. Now you come that time, come carry my pikin. I think my son was like about 5. Carry him, take picture, post for internet. Bloggers can leave me. Say, okay, don't grace in your pikin.
And she said that after that visit for that picture, he has never returned. He has never come back to check on his child.
Since that day, he has never come again to the house. He has never called. My son turned 1. Or should I say his son turned 1? No call, no text message to say happy birthday. Now I'm not even asking him to call me. Now you know we're not in the same parts again. But your gift in my hand. At least now you go show extra efforts here. Maybe I call this winch. You know go better for him.
And I know second one time when you tell me say you dey call and say come see this boy. The pikin won't see you.
I don't even drop message for a family member say the pikin because I dreaded this moment for my child to wake up one day and say, "Where's my daddy?"
She hammers that she regrets choosing love and friendship over money, and that if she could turn back the hands of time, she would choose money over any love or friendship. What a sad story. Honestly, and maybe personal perception, Yvonne strikes me as a very kind, down-to-earth, open-hearted, assertive person. And it truly hurts to see that her marriage with a friend of 14 years crashed. Couldn't even survive 1 year. I am strongly inclined to believe that this was purely young marriage crisis handled wrongly and irrationally. A marriage of 2 heady people, 2 coconut heads, waiting for who will bend, who will make the first move, who would apologize first, who will break the ice. And with every passing time, as that problem stretched, that little thing snowballed to become a big issue. It now became more and more difficult to reconcile. It now became a game of pride and who will give in and who will not. And before one knows it, things have decayed and gotten beyond redemption.
And now make me marry him. You get good mind, you get sympathy, you get humanity. It's just a person it be. But I guess a person for another person, not be for me. I don't go through anything, you not beat me, you not do anything to me. You know, just, I don't wake up one day and say, this road, you know, go walk. Make I go.
This, to me, is clearly a case of 2 young, heady people who made a permanent decision on a temporal challenge. Trust me, when Yvonne Jegede packed her bags that day, she didn't know that the marriage was going to crash. She didn't want it to end. She wanted her husband to look for her, to beg her, to woo her, to pet her, to fight for her. But believe me, there are some men that if you pack your load out of their house, be going, auntie, be going. They are not coming for you. Not because maybe they don't love you, but pride and stubbornness would get in the way. And clearly, Yvonne is a vocal, heady person, while the husband is a quiet, heady person. You know those quiet people, they don't talk, they don't shout, but they'll just be like this. But what is in their mind, they will do it. Some women watching me, don't be scared of castigation or don't be scared of negative comments. Anybody that puts a negative comment in anybody's experience, I would yank off that comment. We should have a free space to share true life experiences. Because it is through other people's life experiences that others would learn and avert mistakes. If some women watching me here choose to say the truth, some of them will admit that during that their first year of marriage, sometimes after fight, they will pack their load and say they are going to their father's house. Sometimes when a woman is saying, leave me alone, she means hold me, oh. She means don't leave me. But there are some men like Abounce. If you say leave me alone, they leave you. Sister, they leave you. I believe strongly that the absence of both mothers in the marriage played a role in how that crisis was handled. These were new couples. Friendship is different from marriage. They were in an entirely different union, institution. They needed some coaching. They needed some guidance. If Yvonne's mother was in her life and Mrs. Ajayi, Abounce's mother, was still alive, both mothers, I believe that they may have been able to mend their children, talk sense to their daughters. What are you doing here? You came back home. I'm not saying parents sending their daughters back if their husbands are maltreating them or beating them or giving them STDs is right. No. But this was a situation that had not really escalated. This is my opinion. Please feel free to drop yours in the comment section. If you feel malice keeping is enough to end a marriage, please share your thoughts. But I believe that this is something that's counseling, therapy, maybe professional counseling from a certified therapist, marriage counselor, or maybe family intervention done the right way. You know, there's some family intervention that are done wrongly, where every family would stand behind their own child. Oh yeah, ready to fight, let us pull. As this one is pulling, this one is pushing. No, sensible parents. It's not every parent that is sensible. Oh. Parents that have wisdom, that would counsel their own child and calm them down instead of adding fuel to flames. I believe that if this situation was managed well by both families and the both parties were willing to put their egos aside, this marriage may not have crashed. I even believe that now that Yvonne is 41, more exposed, more enlightened, wiser, because with age comes wisdom, all things being equal, and Abounce almost at 50 because there's an 8-year gap between them. I believe that if it was now, they may not have managed that situation the way they did back then. Perhaps when her husband starts with his madness, she will go and order full turkey, better turkey, sit down for ground, tear her turkey. Say, we are keeping malice. When you finish, please come and eat. You know, she might have been able to manage the situation now. And don't be surprised that both parties might have regrets about how the marriage was discarded. There was no violence, there was no infidelity, there were no family clashes. You know, it was just those challenges that come when new marriages happen that could be surmountable. What do you think about this? Do you think that what happened was enough? Or do you think that both parties did not put in enough dedication, enough patience and tolerance needed for any marriage to be successful? Let us rub minds. Do share your thoughts, your feelings, your experiences down in the comment section. So let me know what you think about marrying your friend and expecting the same level of playfulness, the same tone, the same everything, the same level of friendship that existed in the friendship to be replicated in the marriage. Let us know what you think about managing a marriage where the woman is more financially buoyant than the man. Let us know also what you think about insults as jokes in a marriage. Fool, idiot, imbecile, you dey crazy, you dey mad. Those kinds of insults as normal jabs between husband and wife. And finally, let us know if being married to a professional malice keeper is sufficient to end a marriage. Do drop all your thoughts down in the comment section. We do love Yvonne Jegede, and we really do wish her the very best in life. We pray that God grants her all her heart's desires. Let us get your contributions down in the comment section. So guys, yes, we have come to the end of today's video. If you're new here, you are seeing my face for the first time, or if you've been watching without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, drop all your comments down in the comment section, and stay glued because we have so much more coming your way. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.